be Chris always. You know what I mean?
Explain to the people what Chris is.
I'm saying, if you don't know who Chris is, then you need to start your hip hop journey with KRS-One. Knowledge reigns supreme over everyone. And if you don't start there and get your bars right, I don't know really what you basing your hip hop on.
Let them know, Josie.
I'm just saying. So that's number 2. My number 3 is probably gonna be Pun. I would definitely say my number 4 would be Nas. Would be Nas.
4?
This ain't in chronological order. That's just, I'm putting them on the list. I ain't saying who better or worse.
Obviously, it's not chronological.
Right.
You're meshing 2 into 1.
I'm just saying. It's just the list.
Okay.
So that was 4. And then, man, my 5 got to be Bus.
Wow.
Bus.
Okay.
And I need to see all them niggas in a concert in my dreams or something. That shit would be the shit. Word.
No doubt.
What you think? What's your top 5?
Yo, I'm gonna tell you like this: when you talking about top 5 MCs in hip hop,
Dead or alive. I'm sorry, I ain't put Jada. My bad.
Nah,
That's it. My bad. Shout out Jadakiss.
Yo,
My bad.
but check it. You gotta put the 4 elements in there, bro.
You
You can't just have cats because they nice lyricists. You gotta put the 4 elements involved in that. So if you do that, you pretty much, for the most part, got to take it back to some of the founding fathers of MCing.
Go ahead with Melly Mel, man. Go ahead with Melly.
You talking about Showtime?
But listen though, I'm not going, because we wasn't never about
Vanessa
the hits, the hit. I respect Melly Mel, Busy B, Kumo. Big salute to them. Come on the show. We need y'all.
We need y'all. We want to interview everybody.
But at the end of the day, even though y'all was the founding fathers, my opinion, number 1, EMC of all time is like homie was given number 2. Knowledge reigns supreme over nearly everyone.
I think that's going to be synonymous with all of
this. Chris, if you never gotten Chris at a live show, you never got Chris.
Oh, you never seen a concert
if you never gotten Chris show. KRS-One, Chris, you never got Chris Parker at a live show. You missing out on the treat.
Man.
And
pay big money for it. Get VIP, get up close to person.
For real. Okay, number 2. Man, I rock with Nas, man.
Amen.
I rock with Godson. Number 2, all day long, ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If I was doing
shout out Queensbridge,
Josie was doing, I'd be putting him at the top with Chris, but
you ain't doing no mash.
You know what I'm saying? But
Chris
after that, my number 3 is somebody who's like, I got this dude live in concert at a club called Jasmine's. And I was by myself, and to this day, I've never heard
nobody
the delivery of lyrics like this man, Big Pun, was
shout
giving
out
me at this concert. Big Pun is definitely, I ain't gonna say he underrated, but he don't get his full props like he need to be getting.
He need his flowers.
He needed his flowers way before he passed away. Peace to him.
I need more Pun. Whoever got the lost Pun tracks, man, put them shits out. Stop playing.
Drop a comment,
please,
where we can get our hands on that.
R.I.P. Big Pun.
All right, so
R.I.P.
Number 4 for
R.I.P.
Number 4 for me. And my top 5 MCs of all time. I gotta give this man his props because he set. We want to talk about the culture. This man contributed. He set a lot of trends. And who I'm talking about is none other than your boy Hov. Hov at number 4 for me.
Jehovah
is solidified because he made it cool for hip hop niggas from the street to be about business, real business.
Jehovah.
He took it to a level of where independence was cool. It was that big thing. A lot of cats was trying to get deals before Hov came out.
Right. Big
you know
business.
What I'm saying? So
he knew his worth.
I gotta give Hov his props at number 4.
For sure.
Some people might think he a little higher, but you know, OG say 4. And number 5, man. That is not a meter. That coveted spot of number 5, man, of the last cat in my top 5 MCs, greatest of all time. You know,
GOAT
is no other than.
You know, drum roll, please.
Here I am.
The R-A-W.
A terrorist.
Here to bring trouble to.
Man, salute to Daddy Kane. And I want to give a shout out to the little Daddy Shane. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah.
I want to
shout out to the whole Juice Crew
brothers, because I ain't gonna lie, when we was running around screaming Juice Crew, you know what I'm saying? Them cat, man, Big Daddy Kane got me through a few certain points and times in my life where I was dealing with a couple little females.
Man,
I listened to a couple of lyrics,
man,
applied them to my game, and I was good.
The smooth
Shout
operator,
out to you, man, Daddy Kane. I appreciate you, Antonio. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you.
Smooth operator to help many of us talk to a bride.
But that's me, man. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
What's up, P? What you got?
Number 1 for me is Nasir bin Abdullah Bisdullah.
Right.
Word.
He speaks to me.
Yes.
His life patterns my life.
Yeah.
Okay.
So whenever I listen to him, I feel like I'm listening to myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Number 2, I got to go with Sean Carter.
Yes, sir.
You know? Sean is more of a wordsmith to me.
Anybody who my A alike gonna be the shit.
Because you are Sean, the
Man.
fat bastard.
Yes,
Yes,
that's me.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Hov talk that shit.
Yeah.
He talk that Big Willie shit.
That's right.
Hov.
Not really a wordsmith.
I mean,
Never-
to me,
It's never been a
it's-
nigga
it's
that's
about-
good for this long.
it's about how he says the words, though. How he put things together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He had a plan.
What he's saying.
Is what he's
Right.
saying. I mean, that's
And
your,
what
it's-
he's
it's-
saying.
What he's
it's
saying
you.
and how he's saying.
But if that's you,
That's how he put it. How he
Yeah.
put it together
Fun
from
circles
the
around that.
dome.
Right, because
Without
everybody
writing
wouldn't
it
wouldn't
down.
have put it together.
You know what I'm saying? He just go in the studio and he gonna tell you how he feel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Without writing it down.
I appreciate that.
Gotta
Without
respect
writing it
that.
down.
Without writing it down.
That's from experience.
Number 3 is tough because he doesn't have that much of a catalog. But Biggie Smalls,
Big.
you know, Big didn't have too much of a catalog, obviously. Rest in peace, Biggie. But when he came on the scene, it was something for the East Coast that was needed. Because Dre and them was just taking over.
They was killing shit.
They was taking over, man. And,
Dre, DOC, Miss Chalet.
and
they
much
whole
respect to
crew
the
was
West
killing
Coast.
it.
We East Coast
Much
cats.
respect.
And obviously you haven't heard a West Coast rapper here in the top 5 yet. You may not hear one.
No disrespect.
No disrespect.
No
No.
disrespect.
It's just how we roll.
Y'all in the top 10 though, I promise.
That's how we do.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So where I'm at, number 4. Number 4 is going to become somewhat like a wild card though, but it's just me though, because I'm a Wu-Tang type dude.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Word. Word.
Yo.
Inspect
Word.
Nah, your boy GFK, son.
Word.
Your boy Tony Starks.
Oh,
Shit that
Ghostface Killer.
Your
still
boy
don't
Tony
understand.
Starks.
Still don't understand what that nigga saying.
Yo.
That shit
Yo,
It's coming so deep from his heart.
you don't understand what he's saying.
Sometimes,
Sometimes
sometimes he about to cry because
Word.
it's coming from so
It's so
deep in his
deep.
soul. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And
Oh,
sometimes
my
he don't be
goodness.
saying much.
Yo, I got it. Hold up,
Yo, listen, the man to tell you one
I
time.
ain't forget you, brother Star.
Yo, Starks.
We did not. We did
Starks,
not.
we love you, Starks. When you,
No
when you say
disrespect to you or Ray.
when you
Up to
say
the whole
the
group.
ladies call me Black Fruit Punch from the heart.
Right.
Come on,
Yo,
man.
man.
listen
Come on,
to this.
man.
Come
I
on,
want to
man.
give a big shout out to Ghostface Killer for creating that goddamn Cobra Clutch.
Come
That
on,
is
man.
my all-time
Come on,
favorite
man.
Ghost joint.
Yo,
I'm with Pito, the ice cream shit. That nigga taught a whole lot of niggas how to approach a broad. What up, boo?
Hey, yo.
without that, I might not have my wife right now.
Right?
Not only did I
that's
come
how
at
you-
her with it,
That's how you spit at her?
I was coming like this. I was leaning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One
You had to
time.
give, you had to give it a
Like
gold
the
He
face.
was in the glaciers.
Yeah.
Slingshot to a
Shout out to the
Show a dart at her. He threw a
Ghostface
dart
Killer,
at
you
her.
know
That's
what
right.
right.
Salute, Ghost. Salute.
My number 5. This kid is nice on the beat, nice on the rhyme.
Oh, don't say who I think you about to say.
Kanyeezy.
Please don't say that.
No.
He
Because
said
I
no,
know
yeah,
everybody say that.
Nice on the beat, nice on the
Kanyeezy.
rhyme. He's the part of my second favorite group other than the Wu. My man Q-Tip.
Q-Tip.
Oh,
That's true. He did do a lot of beats motherfuckers fuck with.
Yeah.
You can't disrespect his producer credit.
Abstract got
For sure.
beats.
He got a lot of beats. Word.
And the abstract got rhymes.
Word. He do.
I gotta give you a
A lot of people,
like some shit this nigga is saying.
a lot of people
Honestly,
are influenced by Tip.
Old Carlton Banks ass nigga right
Yeah.
here, y'all. I'm telling you, he'll say some shit like that. Oh,
Everybody
Q-Tip,
scream
right.
Andre 3000 in their top five.
Stacks.
Andre 3000 tell you Q-Tip is his favorite
Yo,
rapper.
hold
was
on,
his
wait.
favorite
Can we
rapper.
do a West Coast after the guard finish though too?
For sure.
Let's do top 5 West Coast.
I got
right
top
quick.
5
Let's
West Coast.
extend it because
So-
I got a couple.
I got a couple.
So here go my 5. So I'm gonna run it down real quick and simple. So number 1 is the Blast Master.
KRS-One.
Thank you.
The Blast Master because
Thank you.
for everything that he's done, everything that
For us.
he meant to me as a young
Man.
black man coming up in the early 80s. I salute you, the
Peace,
Blast
Chris.
Master.
Most consistent MC in history. Everything you ever drop
My
is
number-
fire.
Word up, and I bought everything.
Everything.
My number,
We
my
still
number-
checking for you.
my number uno. So number 2 is the God Nas. Nas is everything.
Yes,
I named my
and if
son
it
after
wasn't
that nigga.
and if it wasn't for KRS-One,
My son after
he would
He
be
would be number
he
one.
would be number 1.
I named my son after that
And
dude.
now number 3, I'm gonna take it back. My twin cousin over here said, "Big Daddy, I'm gonna put his rival on the list." And that's Cool G.
No doubt,
Cool
no
G
doubt.
rap. Cool G rap
No
birthed
doubt.
a whole style to a whole
bunch of
side of the
folks.
East
No doubt.
Coast.
And don't get no credit for that.
Nasir
Word up.
is
Shout out to you, G Rap.
is
And
the
actually,
son.
when you want to
Word,
talk
love
about
that
when you
G-Rap
want to talk about
man.
NWA, G-Rap
Love
was
G-Rap.
spitting that thug gangster shit way before that.
And so now my number 4 is the God MC. Is Rakim.
Rakim.
I gotta put Rakim on the list
Yeah, I was
due to
struggling.
the fact that
I was
you know
struggling. I was struggling.
if you think about the things that he was saying when we first started listening to him, it didn't make sense to
At
us
all.
until we 15, 20 years
Wasn't
later.
that Doc that was talking that shit to us, Lord?
Man,
Mhm.
But he was
listen,
Doc. He was
it
Talking
Doc.
that shit to us. We was like, what the hell is the DMC? We
Yeah.
got a homie named DMC we grew
Oh.
up with.
Yeah.
I don't mean to stop you, but that nigga Doc was telling us shit that Rock was saying. We was like, what the hell is God? What's
Your
God
thing.
degree?
They had no understanding. Had no understanding. So I
Peace to
salute
that cat. Thank you.
I salute him for that. Now I'm gonna have to bite off of Josie.
You gonna mash
And
it.
I'm gonna have my 5th spot is a 2-man team. Man.
Yes.
My
Some
fifth,
motherfuckers just
my
equal.
5th spot is a 2-man team,
Yeah,
and
cheating with that 2-man
it's a
team.
monster team, man.
Yeah, that's
It's a monster team.
cheating, man.
My
Hey,
2-man
let him cheat.
my 2-man team is shutting shit
Down.
Who that?
and my
Wilson
2-man it is Mr. GFK
And Ghost.
And Bus.
Ray.
and P Double.
Oh,
Oh, my bad. Hey, yo, my rap tastes good in my mouth. Like deer pork for your ears to listen.
Come on,
to.
no
man.
You
doubt,
don't want
no
to miss
doubt.
this done.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yo,
Yeah.
It gets no greater than P Double
Yeah.
talking that thun language,
Yeah.
man.
Yo, he
You
in
know?
my top. He in my top.
So that's my
Yeah, my top
5 right there.
Just in
The
case y'all ain't
Blast
checked
Master,
for it.
the Blast
Word.
Master, Nas, Cool G Rap, Rakim,
And
and
P double and
P Double
Ghostface Killer.
and
Yeah.
GFK.
Ghost and P.
Yes.
I'm with you.
All right, welcome in to the latest episode of Men of a Certain Age. My name is Les. I'm here tonight again with my partners, Josie Kid and P Double. And tonight, what we're going to get into the 50th year of hip hop. We're going to get into what we believe is the golden era or the golden age of hip hop. As we're recording this show this afternoon, tonight on the Grammys, they're dedicating a special segment to the 50th anniversary of hip hop. So it coincides on what we're going to talk about this evening because what we're going to talk about is what we feel is the golden era. With that being said, we're going to get into what we feel is the golden era of hip hop.
Okay, I'm gonna start it off. This is D White, P Double. My mans and them call me Panero. this is more of a, it's not like an opinion because there is a golden age, but we may vary on what era we think is the actual golden age. For me, it's 80 to 92 type thing for me. Like there's a point to me where it just ended. You know what I'm saying? What's happening here? Where's the variety? You know what I mean? But there was an extension too. I'm gonna get into that in a minute. But in between that 86 and 92, there was 88.
Oh yeah, I'm with this. I'm just gonna sit here laid back to this nice mellow beat, you know, and drop some smooth lyrics. Cause it's 88.
This was when I was a sophomore in high school, and I was just getting just a plethora of just beats and rhymes and Emcees. Such a huge variety. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. They brought it back, but it was golden when it was strictly business, and even Dub was straight out of Compton. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Then you
follow me into a solo, get in the flow, and you can picture like a photo. Music makes mellow, maintains to make melodies for MCs, motivates to breaks. I'm everlasting. I can go on for days and days with rhyme displays that engrave deep as X-rays. I can take a phrase that's rarely heard, flip it, now it's a daily word.
Don't tell me you wasn't rocking the Slicky.
Man.
The Greatest Adventures is
stern and justice stood, and people were behaving like they ought to good. There lived a little boy who was misled.
Slick Rick. Okay.
Yo,
yeah, for sure.
The Greatest Adventures
Come
was
on,
88. Man, 88 was nuts, fam.
Right.
Again, 86 to 90. I think it kind of, it tailed off in 92 and picked back up in 93. But with Slick Rick, even the biz with the going off.
People as they partying. It's time to hear a funky rhyme for me, the Biz Monkey again. As I just display them, the way I like to say them. This other stepping style that I use to amuse. And hey, I'm the original, hellified kinging. One freak sound for throwing down, and you know that I'm bringing the crowd to enjoyment by what I do.
MC Light was 88 too.
When you say you love me, it doesn't matter. It goes into my head as just chit chatter. You may think it's egotistical or just very free, but what you say, I take none of it seriously. And even if I did, I wouldn't tell you so. I'd let you pretend to read me, and then you'd know. Cause I hate when one attempts to analyze. In fact, I despise those who even try to look into my eyes to see what I am thinking. That dream is over. Your yacht is sinking.
Exactly. And then for all the dudes with the funny haircuts. The Kid and Play, they was out there too hype, getting the kicking. They feet together, you know what I'm saying? That was
the beginning of the Juice Crew too. Was 88. We got Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince sold a lot of records.
No doubt, 88, man. To me, that year for me, it was phenomenal. I remember going to a party. This chick named Yvette. I'm walking back from the party. I hear "It Takes Two," and it takes two to make a thing. 88. 88 was a beast, man. You know, but like you were saying before, Josie, the extension of it in 93, like from 93 to 97, I think it was like a silver age when it, yeah, like because they came with the Woo and then Big and Nas and Pop and yeah, and then Dre and Snoop. You know what I'm saying? That was another kind of, you know, it was.
I tell you
they
who
were,
else we got in '88. We got Stop Pushing.
Oh yeah, salt and pepper, no doubt, no doubt. Representing for the ladies, without a doubt.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? But that for me, again, 88 brings back a lot of special, you know, memories for me, and the variety of it. It just it gave you a feeling when you heard a certain type of song. It put you in a certain type of mood. You know what I'm saying? Like you hear Kane, you like, oh, I'm about to go spit. I'm about to go spit some of this Kane to this girl over here with the big earrings. You know what I'm saying? I'm
So
gonna go to it.
So
she
so
need
since
this.
Come on, man.
I taught one time like Kane, you
And
know what I'm
if you ain't
saying?
If you
So
ain't
shout
come
out
through
to
the
Big
hood,
Daddy Kane, man, for doing your thing, man.
if you ain't come through the hood with the slits in your eyes, you just wasn't popping.
Shout out to Scoob Lover, my brother, and Scrap Lover, the other too. But you know, again, it was an era for us. We was coming up. You know, our parents had their own music. Then when we started coming up, wait a minute, this is for us. This is our music right here. You know, we have our golden era, and like Les was saying, now our music is being honored, because at the time they would have awards for us on the Grammys, and it wasn't televised because they wasn't respecting us. You know what I'm saying?
That part of the Grammy, right? They don't even
Yeah.
broadcast that.
Yeah, they
You
wouldn't
gotta
even
catch that
broadcast
off
it.
the rerun somewhere.
Like
Right.
in 89, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince won the first hip hop award.
Right.
And they weren't at the joint because it wasn't broadcast. I remember that because they wouldn't broadcast their award. So shout out to them for holding it down from the beginning.
We chose to boycott. We feel that it's a slap in the face.
No doubt. I'm EDP and Criminal Minded, fam.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
We're dramatical, fresh for 88. You suck.
Of just music. It was continuous. You know.
That's the case. You got to go back to '86 too, and include the Fat Boys, Houdini.
Discos don't open till after dark, and it ain't till 12 till the party really starts. And I always had to be home by 10, right before the fun was about to begin. Crowds of people lined up inside and out, just for one reason, to rock the house. But in the daytime, the streets were clear. You couldn't find a good freak anywhere, cause the freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night.
Beastie Boys,
yeah.
Dougie Fresh, and all that beatbox introduction.
Right, but I gotta leave something for y'all though, so I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all gotta. I ain't gonna do it all. You know what I'm saying? I gotta leave something for you, but it just was an era where we were young and we were hearing new music, and we was up on Sunday nights and we was pressing record.
WBNY, shout to WBNY.
Shout out to Buff State.
WBNY. Oh my God.
Shout out to everybody from the city that came to the low, you know what I'm saying, and brought that music with them. Shout out to DJ Red Alert for just playing it on the radio so I can get it from the broad.
We didn't even really rock with the radio back then. We only listened to BNY and
BNY. Right, because the radio wasn't playing what we wanted. Yeah, right. We wanted that hip hop, man.
You know.
So, Lord, you say your golden era is from 86 to 92. You say that 6 year is your golden era. It's right there.
And 88 was my favorite during that period.
Word.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
No doubt.
From 86 to 92, that 6 year period. That's hard. That's tough right there. So go ahead and run yours down there then, Josie.
Man, I would have to say 87 to 93. I'm going to notch it up a year.
Okay.
Because I need to go through all of the people that came in that transition period where they ushered in the new, like we always talk about. You can't really be dedicated to hip hop if you ain't also trying to expand the culture and bringing forward the new sounds. I think my favorite year is 89. That's when we got the introduction to De La.
Greetings, girl, and welcome to my world of phrasing right up to bat. It's the daisy age and you're about to walk top stage, so wipe your lottos on the mat. Hip-hop love this is, and don't mind when I quiz your involvements before the sun. But clear your court, cause this a one-man sport, and who's better for this than Plug One? And we make a song for two picture perfect things, and I sing of how I know I love you better.
And all of the stuff that really came
Flavor
after
unit.
that.
Out to
And
the
not
flavor
necessarily
unit.
native tongues.
Shout out, no doubt.
Organizations that birthed the tribe and the folks that came after the Latifahs.
Record. Yeah, cut it up, AD. See, we got two. Can we get two fellas to match them? Easy now. Yo, check it out. Bass lines affect me when my rhymes direct me. Forgive the crowds, oh Lord. They know not why they sweating me. Fighting's against the law in the place that I live. So I lock up the door with the keys to my crib. They call me the high priestess of disaster. Although I'm not the dread, and not a rasta. There's never been a word I can't master. Bim, I've always been from filibuster. I read the lesson of today. You have to listen to each and every single word I have to say, because the ruler Lord Ramsey is on my side. I'm the princess of the posse, so yo, take it light. Princess of the posse, me say she a cool one. She rhyme American, she rap Jamaican. Princess of the posse, me say she a cool girl. She rhyme Brooklyn, the Bronx, USA.
Yeah, like during 89, we also got the Lord Finesse. We got a bunch of
living in the crates.
Yeah.
Poor Righteous Teachers. We
PYT.
got D Nice. They call me D Nice.
My name is D Nice. My name is D Nice. My name is D Nice. Taking out your suckers and you don't know how I did it, yo. Taking out your suckers and you don't know how I did it.
That's still one of my favorite beats. That doom, doom, doom. That he rocked that 808 that time.
No doubt.
And he's still giving it to him. Shout out to D Nice and the DJ parties during the pandemic. They certainly respected it and needed that.
No doubt.
But yeah, K Solo came through.
Who said I beat up these other men who were bigger than me? Was it cause I'm black and they were WHITE? Here I was walking down the block. I seen these two big bikers standing by the biker shop. They seen it was me, so to make themself feel bigger. One got bad, bold, pointed and called me a I stuck my finger up.
Special. A whole bunch of folks braced us in the 90s. So going through them years, we definitely was getting banged in the head with a whole bunch of hip hop and a whole bunch of stuff that gave us options. It wasn't just one genre. It wasn't just one style of rap.
Josie, you mentioned Special Ed.
I'm talented, yes, I'm gifted. Never boosted, never shoplifted. I got the cash, but money ain't nothing. Make $1 million every record that I cut, and my name is Special Ed, and I'm a super duper star. Every other month I get a brand new car. Got 20, that's plenty, yet I still want more. Kinda find a Honda Scooter's got 74. I got the riches.
Never boosted, never shoplifted.
Right.
Yeah.
He articulated.
Money ain't nothing. Come
Yeah.
on, man.
He was
My name is
articulate, man.
Special
You
Ed,
let
and
me
I'm a
$1
super
million
duper
every
star.
record that I cut, and my name is Sean Jones, and I'm a super duper star. So shit, I mean, coming through there, like I said, 89.
Right, right.
Hell yeah. We can't forget about 91 either. And the main source.
Shout out to my man, the large pro, man, Extra P, man. That's my dude, man. Come on, man.
We fight every night. Now that's not kosher. I reminisce with bliss of when we was closer and wake up to be greeted by an argument again. You act like a 10.
Put out some of the hottest bangers in hip hop.
Go ahead, Josie. Go ahead.
Man, shit. I need some 92. That's when we got Pete Rock.
And put the needle to the grind, representing one kind, seeing eye for the blind. Witness what I carry on bears a further purpose. From how we do slam a few, then you wanna purchase a dialogue of funk. You love to pop it in your trunk. I win more discipline than a Shaolin monk. Pete Rock and CL, well set to spark it. The power on
Showbiz and AG. We got Diamond D.
Sally got a one-track mind. It doesn't matter if it's yours or mine. Cause if you're getting dough and you wanna get with her, yeah, you can hit her. Yo, see, Sally got a one-track mind. It doesn't matter if it's yours or mine.
So you say your golden era is from when to when?
87 to 93.
87 to 93, and PU is from 86
to 92.
Yeah. Right.
So yeah, those are definitely some strong years. You know, my timeline combines both of them. You know what I'm saying? I look at from 86 to 97. Some people may say 85 because 85 is when the show dropped.
Excuse me, Dougie Fresh. Yes! Have you ever seen a show with fellas on the mic with 1 minute rhymes that don't come out right? They bite. They never write. That's not polite. Am I lying? No, you're quite right.
But for me, 86 is really when I started getting a grasp of what's going on. Run DMC, they had the Raising Hell album.
Hello everybody, how do you do? No matter what's the matter, what's the matter with you? We never been soft to the hustle with you. Until you sucker, yo. Was for you. It goes beats for your dear. Beats for your dear. Beats. Biggie, beats for your dear. Come here, you booger here. Standing in the corner, know you wanna come here. You wanna come here. You wanna come here. You wanna come here. With your trapping wear and your nappy hair. Never give a glance too rare, you just stare. Prepare, remember the care. We're gonna be jumping on you. And it's all wax and egg, small or big. Short or tall, give it girl all of your dick. And I will skis and cheese. I'm G and the D. And biggest back and look at grease in your knees. And it's a feasible fellow, feasibly mellow. Easily diesel because the figures with the word. That's just dead, that's the brothers are dead. We want to hold on, the spread. Put the hands to bed, let's on the bed. Not to get, came over and said, every time I run, I got to pull my name.
That my Adidas was crazy.
No question about it. As I was saying, between that time frame, between 86 and 97 was such an explosion in music. All of the acts that came through that time. We got Outkast. We got Snoop. We got Drake.
I kick a little something for the G's and make a few ends as I breeze through. 2 in the morning and the party still jumping because my mama ain't home.
We got Drake. We got NWA. What was your man from Michigan? MC Bree.
people gon' dance to. Give the record a second and a chance to. Hitting people like a scene of a maze. Well, while they slipping back, my feet just planted in the pavement. Crumble like I never do. So now I'm looking dead at you.
Yeah. We got all of those, and they were all different. You know, I could jump in the car with P, and P might be rocking out to NWA. You know what I'm saying? Then I could jump in the car with Josie, and he could be rocking out to Big Daddy Kane. So when you put that cassette in, you got taken to places that you never been before. You know, you put that NWA tape in, and you was in Compton.
Straight out of Compton, crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube. From the gang called niggas with attitudes. When I'm called off, I got a sawed off. Squeeze the trigger and bodies are hauled off. You too, boy, if you fuck with me. Makes a man.
You know what I mean? You put that Ghetto Boys tape in, and you was in Houston. You know what I mean? You put that Outkast in, and you was in the ATL.
Selling fans go round trying to catch that feeling off instrumental. Had my pencil and plus my paper. We caught the 86 fly on your headed to Decatur, writing rhymes, trying to find our spot off in that light off in that spot, knowing that we can rock.
That era, you think about the women MCs that came out during that era, starting with, you know,
We came here tonight to get started, to go act ill or get retarded. I'm Shantae and the rhymes to death. Just rap so fresh till I get out of breath. Now this is something that we do have to do, and this is a team that I must introduce.
Rock, the boogie boogie down. Boogie down.
Now throw your hands in the air.
Shantae, all the way who came out, you know, and the reason why I say 97 is my cutoff is because in 97, y'all, that's to me is when it changed. And no disrespect to the artists that came out in 97 and after 97, it was just a different ball game. Like that goes into what you were saying, P, how you can recognize. It's not the sample no more. It's the whole
joint.
You know what I mean?
And the sample being taken to make a beat. Now the sample is the beat.
Right.
You think about that. You think about that time in hip hop. We came from Beat Street, Crush Groove.
Right.
What's this, man? No, man. Come on, man. We're through, all right? No more, man. We're done with you, man.
My radio, believe me, I like it loud. I'm the man with the box that can rock the crowd. Walking down the street to the hardcore beat while my JVC vibrates the concrete. I'm sorry if you can't understand, but I need a radio inside my hand.
Right.
You know, to New Jack City.
Hi, mister. How you make your money?
Hustler, word, I pull the trigger long, grit my teeth, spray to every nigga's gone. Got my block sewn on my dope spots. Last thing I sweat, so suck a punk cop. Move.
All of that, all of those movies, New Jersey Drive, all of those movies, Do the Right Thing.
Playback.
Music hit your heart, 'cause I know you got soul. Listen if you're missing.
All of those movies came during that classic time. My time frame was from 86 to 97. Was a great time to be alive in the hip hop culture, man. Not even just to mention the gear. You know, when hip hop really started coming through, the whole fashion thing changed. Kind of went to athletic gear almost, really.
Yep. Streetwear.
You know, exactly. And it became streetwear because we took it and put it out in the streets. 86, the fashion. You think about when Heavy D came through and he came with the Coke, came with
the rugbies,
and came with the Coke gear and the Deltas. It's like, man, I gotta get me a pair of Deltas and some Coke gear.
Tough and all that stuff. I make you dance and prance till you huff and puff. There's just no way you can get enough of me. Yo, Mr. Big Stuff. I'm the overweight prince, dominator, MC, heavy D, constant weight gainer. And since I choose the way not to lose, I was stay this way so that I can bruise MCs around who front and frown. You go round for round, I go pound for pound. At the end of the party when you're saying goodnight, don't come to me and say take it light. I'm your Mr. Big Stuff.
That's what the variety in hip hop does, man. You know, and that's what we had in the golden era. We have variety, B.
And see, for me, after that 90s, after 97, it became about platinum. I need to go platinum. I need to go double platinum. It became monetized. It became super monetized.
Right.
After that 97. And
melt like it's hot wax. Put it out. All the stores bet you can shop that. Leave a nigga with a hot hat. Frontin' like bad boy ain't got tracks. Nigga stop.
Right,
don't you think it watered the music down though? The originality of it? Like after 97, it just came all about bread, about money, about getting money.
More money, more cash, more money, more cash, more money, more cash, more money, more cash, more money.
I think that's when the dialogue in the music started to become manufactured instead of, like you said, genuine experiences from the.
Like I said, it was a different time. You got something new and you wanted to put your man onto it, or you didn't want to give it to everybody else.
Right,
so that they could hear. You only wanted to keep it within your crew for a while before it came out. That era was the era of the city tape. It was a tape from WBLS or Kiss FM from New York City. And if you got a city tape, you was the dude on the block.
And that's when I came on. Red Hat, BDP, Molly, had the whole Juice Crew.
These tapes really made it to every corner of the world.
Wow, I mean, we're that popular? Them cassettes is what our internet was.
You know, my first introduction to a city tape was with my man Shay. Rest in peace, homie. You know, he introduced me to a city tape with LL Cool J. The beginning of his career when he had beef with MC Shan.
Sun never sets on my empire. Rhyme so hot, my tongue's on fire. Two bit tough whack rappers clone. Where was you at when I wasn't known? All of a sudden, it's just start bugging. You get jealous cause the whole crew's hugging. You're a rough host and I'm your host. Tonight we're gonna see who can eat the most. I remember those rhymes about Jack LaLanne. Got a trembling feeling inside my brain. I'm Adam and Eve and you got the big. You wanna diss with your fist cause I made it big. Like a lizard in the weeds, something's up your sleeve. It's a headline report. Every time I breathe, I can't get on the bus or walk in the jam without a jealous knucklehead knowing who I am.
So yeah, Shay had the mixtape of LL going freestyle rhyming at MC Shan. But the thing about it was we could only listen to it in his mom's Cougar because the tape, he had rewound the tape so many times in his mom's Cougar, it got stuck in the tape deck and he couldn't get it out. So we used to have to get in the car and listen to that city tape. That was the first time I ever heard a city tape.
No doubt.
For DJ Red Alert and DJ Marley Marl, those city tapes was the heartbeat, man, of the hood when we got to city tapes. You talk about dubs. Those dubs was on dub. Well, shout to the city tapes, man.
Shout out
to Ron G. Shout out to Kid Capri. Shout out to Tony Toka.
WBLS too, man. Mr. Magic, man. Come on, man. You know?
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Mr. Magic.
Yeah, no doubt.
So yeah, that's my golden era from that 86 to that 97. Hot 97 was a mean year.
Yeah.
You know, 97, that's when Big Pun come through. You ain't a killer. You know, that shit was knocking so hard.
Of life will take a toll. Even Jesus Christ will shake my soul. Please tell me what price to pay to make it whole. Take control. I'm making dough, but not enough to blow. J.O.'s, they lost my flow, but they yo, I don't trust the soul. The soul I know we need to. These evil streets will meet you halfway. You need you. Alive trying to survive and leave.
It's the burial ground sound, done. Come on, man.
sound done. It's real out here. Staten Island putting chills in y'all niggas. Forever in it. Yo, my devastating hot 97 mentality. Keep me on point for my 4-digit salary. Heavyweight lyric, never lost 1 calorie. I'm soon to be seen on the TV screen. Gambino, cappuccino to the afro sheen. Stay black, wearing that high road to rap council. Splash love to woo in the orderly tonsil.
You know, Ghost coming with the Cobra clutch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yo. Yeah, bitch. Hey, yo. Motherfucker. Hey, yo. Swallow it. Hey, yo, we dash lost this bloody version of glacier. Slingshot through a gem in his mouth. Swallow his razor. Say no more. My back be parked against the wall. Trooper square holding. Face don't give a fuck about the law.
Right.
And finally, getting respect on the air tonight. You know what I'm saying? On the Grammys.
It only took 50 years for them to recognize
All it took was
what it is and what we doing out here, man.
You know what I'm saying? Come on,
5 decades is, the minimum.
Yeah, man.
Terrible.
So this is the latest episode of Men of a Certain Age when we talked about the golden era of hip hop. Josie Kid, your golden era of hip hop was
97 to 87 to 93, excuse me.
87 to 93. Panero, your golden era was
86 to 92, 88 being my favorite.
That's what it is. And for me, as y'all just heard, my golden era is from 1986, my favorite year. 1986 is one of my favorite years in my lifetime. Shout out to 1986.
Shout out to 86.
To 1997, man. That 11-year time frame for me is the golden era of the hip hop culture right now within these last 50 years. So for Josie Kid, for Panero P Double, for me, we're gonna say peace, man. And as long as the love and the trust is there, we're gonna grow.
Peace.
Fly low. DJ Shay forever.
Welcome to the latest episode of Men of a Certain Age. It's your 716 mans in them.
What up?
P Double, D White. I got with me. Okay, I'm reloaded. Mr. Sean Josie.
Yes, sir.
Kid. I got my cousin on my mother's side with me, Mr. Polo Les Renfro. All right. What's up, fam? Today's topic, top 5 producers in hip hop history. We all know the producer and the DJ is synonymous. Without the producer, without the DJ, without the music, what are you rhyming to? DJing is one of the elements of hip hop. We'd also want you to like, comment, share, subscribe to Men of a Certain Age. We're here for you. You know what I'm saying? We're going to start off with my cousin, Polo Les. I'd love to hear what your top 5 are, bro. Let me know.
Yes, sir.
So peace and greetings, fam, and thanks for being in on this special episode. We out here, and I'm gonna say this. For me, fam, this was harder for me to do. My top 5 producers was way harder for me to do my top 5.
MCs.
Very
MCs.
difficult.
It is no question about that. Before I run down my list and get into my heat makers, man, I want to give a shout out to some of the producers who didn't make my top 5, man. But certainly I got mad love for them, man. I want to say shout out to Pharrell, man, for doing what you do, man. I want to shout out to Diamond D, man. I want to send a big shout out to Extra P. I want to send a shout out. As I said, I want to send a shout out to Showbiz, man. There's a lot of them that I'm missing right now. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and jump into my list right now. And my list, my 5, I'm going to go 1 through 5. All right, fellas. So my number 1 producer of all time is the super producer extraordinaire himself, Mr. Marley Marl. Mr. Marley Marl is the number 1 producer of all time for me, y'all. And the reason why Marley Marl is number 1 is because for me, man, hip hop would not be hip hop without Marley Marl. Marley Marl is the originator of is boom bap sound.
Now, as you see, when we put that in the drum machine, the pattern is boom, pat, ba-boom, boom, pat, boom, boom, pat. That's the sound that I'll redo. Now, this is how it sounds with the added ghost notes. After the kick and snare was looped up with the ghost note included, I added the hi-hat, which came from an 808. Today we'll simulate the 808 with the Renaissance MPC. I decided that this track needed to be very noisy. I want this track to be heard blocks and blocks down the block before it got to you. Now for that noise, scratching by the Magic Disco Machine. Kick, so it could sound like this. Now in order for me to get this beat started, I had to come with a dope intro. So we came with this. That was made because the 808 back in the day had an auto fill-in section. You could hit the button, every 8 bars, a nice autofill would come in.
Hip-hop was set out in the dark. They used to do it out in the park. Every place they said his name, it rang an alarm. Otherwise known as Me T Tom. A brother who's known for his rap, Jappy Jack. Larry Ladd, third least not last. A cool brother by the name of Gas. Face Brothers made you get loose.
Without Marley, there is no Primo. There is no Pete Rock. The list goes on and on. So for me, number 1 on my list is the super duper producer, Marley Marl, man. Mr. Marley Marl, I want to salute
Marley.
you for being the pillar of hip hop producers out there. My number 2, speaking of one of the producers I just mentioned before, is going to be Premier. Premier is going to be number 2 for me, man. And Primo is the spawn of Marley Marl. Primo is what would become the next generation boom bap producer. Right. You know what I'm saying? When Primo is on the beat, you think about Preem, you think about the golden era of hip hop. You think about those songs. If you didn't have a Primo beat on your album, was really not worth checking for. We talking about Biggie. We talking about Nas. We talking about Jay. We talking about the biggest of the big who's ever touched the mic got a beat from Primo. We talking about from the East Coast to the West Coast, dropping beats for MC8 and boys like that, to all the way down south to dropping beats for Bun B and different things of that nature. So Primo for me, man, is definitely my number 2 producer of all time.
Bro, before you go on, tell me your go-to beat for Marley.
For Marley, that's an excellent question, P. That's ooh-wee.
You got so many.
That made me sit up in my chair one time right there. So if I had to say just one beat that I'm gonna go to for Marley, that's a head knocker. I'm gonna go with that Craig G dropping Science. That beat for Craig G dropping Science is straight up 80s hip hop right there. That's that head knocker where the honeys was walking around with door knockers on and bobs and stuff like that. You throw that,
no doubt.
Man, you throw that joint on, you're gonna feel that. So that would be my go-to for Marley, would be that Craig G joint. You know what I mean? As far as Primo, that's woo.
Such an assortment of joints. You know what I mean?
Man, that made me lose my train of thought when you just say a go-to joint for Primo. That's super hard. I'm just gonna throw a nasty joint for you. I'm gonna say the Group Home Superstar.
Born in the ghetto
it's hard to survive. Some have achieved and many brothers try, but I realize which life to choose. I wanna make money, so I gotta pay dues, but there's no rules, and you only have one chance. If you fuck up, kid, you face the circumstance. At night, I used to scream and shout, living in the ghetto, trying to get the hell out.
That's gonna be, throw that joint on, your head is, you're gonna snap your neck when that joint right off the top. But those would be my two, the Craig G joint from Marley and also the Superstar from the group Home, man. Now, getting back to my list, man.
Yes, sir.
Number 3. De La said it best. 3 is the magic number. Rest in peace to Dave, man. Salute to De La Soul. 3 is the magic number, so I had to go with the Abstract.
Oh, poetic. No doubt.
For my top 5 producers of all time. And that moniker fits him perfectly, the Abstract. Because you know how most producers, they have a distinct, you can drop a track by this producer and you can say, oh yeah, that's
exactly who that is.
Not with Tip.
I know who that, and the Abstract, fam. You can put on that We Got the Jazz from Tribe Called. We got the jazz, 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 we got the jazz.
Stern, firm, and young with a laid-back tongue. The aim is to succeed and achieve at 21. Just like Ringling Brothers, our days and astound. Captivate the mass cause the prose is profound. Do it for the strong, we do it for the meek. Booming it, you're booming it, you're booming it.
Quest, and then you can drop that Crooklyn Dodgers remix.
We be doing it up Brooklyn style. What does it take to get you wild? My mentality is getting iller, killer. Instinct is trying to infiltrate, but wait. I know you want to enter, but I can't let you in. My mind stays the maddest, I'm gone with the wind. Because it is survival of the fittest. When the shit hits the fan, I got my shank in my hand. Black man with the permanent tan. I come from the villain, never ran. Damn.
You talk about heat right there, and you be like, yo, it takes you, it's the whole yin and yang type thing with
no doubt.
So for that reason, the Abstract is definitely my number 3 producer of all time. Man, like I was telling y'all earlier, there was so many producers that I love who didn't make my top 5.
Tough.
Like the RZA, the Abbott. I love my dude, man, but not my top 5. Havoc is my done.
No doubt.
Not my top 5, but those are some of the guys who came on my list that I went through and thought about and scratched my head hard and tossed and turned over. But my number 4, y'all, my number 4 is Kanye West.
Wait till I get my money right. I had a dream I could buy my way to heaven. When I awoke, I spent that on a necklace. I told God I'll be back in a second. Man, it's so hard not to act reckless. To whom much is given, much is tested. Get arrested, guess until he get the message. I feel the pressure under more scrutiny. And what I do, act more stupidly.
Kanye West is my number 4. And I feel like Kanye is a cyborg. Kanye created from the DNA of all my favorite producers.
No doubt. Yeah.
You would think, with that being said, he would be my number 1. But Kanye is my number 4. But he is, like I said, he is a cyborg because he got the RZA. He's got Primo. He's got Pete Rock.
He got that Q-tip in him too.
I took the words out of my mouth. He got that Abstract. He got that Marley.
Yeah.
Kanye West, man, for whatever he is off the music, man, on the music, he's a dope producer. And I salute him for his musical talent. And for those reasons, he's my number 4 on my all-time producers list. Also, man, I want to give a shout out to Prince Paul, man.
Oh,
Prince,
yeah, no doubt.
You go check that Grave Diggers LP.
Let's get it on. I keep
and watch the spot get blown. I be the sick lunatic with the devil is prone. From the midst of the darkness, I come with this. Hitting straight to the chest like a calamity mist. Resurrector, yeah, the fanatical type. I'm like a bat in the night when it's time to take flight. Here I am in the flesh, and yes, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed by the sounds the track possess. Intellectual, killer, special, majestical. Open up, there's nowhere to run to, baby. There's nowhere to hide. There's nowhere to run to, baby. You best to stay inside. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Nowhere to run.
Those LPs, Prince Paul's beats was like RZA beats. You know what I'm saying? Those beats was like RZA. Then you toss in the Daylights. Damn.
Like, who is this guy?
Where is he at? Where is he? Grave Diggers or is he Daisy Age?
Now let's get right on down to the skit. A baby is brought into a world of pits. And if we could have talked that soon in a delivery room, it would have asked the nurse for a hit.
He all over the place, but shout out to Prince Paul, man.
Bro, without a doubt.
But number 5, y'all. This is gonna be, I know the Kanye probably made y'all feel me a little. Y'all wasn't expecting that.
Expecting Kanye.
From the Kanyeezy, but this one right here, my number 5, y'all, is Jay Dilla. And
For
Jay
sure.
Dilla
For sure.
is
That's
arguably one of the dopest producers out.
Selfish. I want you to myself, I can't help it. All mine. Yeah, maybe I'm selfish. You're mine, ladies, and I can't. Maybe I'm selfish. I want you to myself, I can't help it. Yeah, hold on. Yeah.
No doubt.
You know, rest in peace to Jay Dilla, man. Jay Dilla doing beats for Tribe, doing beats for Buster, doing beats for Common, doing beats for Ray, Quan, the chef. You know what I'm saying? Jay Dilla is a slept-on producer, man, all the way to the fireside. People don't know.
No doubt.
Keep passing me by. That's Jay
Dilla.
Jay Dilla. Way back then, this guy was a special talent, man. Shout out to Detroit, man. Jay Dilla, your works speaks for themselves. Your music still lives on, man. That was my Super 5, man. I'm going to list the rest of my producers, but man, I'm gonna tell y'all, this was real difficult for me to just come up with 5 producers, man. You know, that for me, this, no disrespect to none of those other guys that I mentioned, because they definitely could be on this list too, because it was difficult for me, man, to sit up here and come up with my top 5 producers of all time. But that's my 5, man. Marley Marl, the super producer, Primo, Premier, Q-Tip, the abstract, Kanye West, and Jay Dilla, man. Rest in peace, man. Those are my 5 producers, man. I could definitely put an album together with me with those producers. I'm lying. He wouldn't do nothing. But those was my 5, y'all. What y'all got next?
Man, I don't know about y'all, but that shit was invigorating, because everybody he talked about gave me some nostalgia to something that happened in my life.
No
so
doubt.
if for anybody this resonated with y'all, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let us know what you think and what your top 5 is, or whether or not you think it's bullshit and you hate them all. I'm gonna go next.
Pretty much.
Huh?
I said pretty much. Let us know if you think it's bullshit or not, right?
Let us know if you think it's straight garbage and you want
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here. Right, exactly. So, my number 1 producer of all time. And it's funny how again, although we men of a certain age, we also products of our environment. Our fives is the same pretty much, just in different orders. So that's funny as hell. But my top #1 producer of all time is Primo. DJ Premier, salute to you.
Salute to Primo.
I have never, ever heard a Premier beat that I didn't like. And it's a whole bunch of producers that's sometimey. Sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. I never heard a Premier beat that I didn't like or go bananas over. But my favorite is the one he did with my niggas. That Griselda shit, Headlines.
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite beat of all time. Primo.
Yeah, no doubt.
Primo. That's how we started this shit. My second is Kanye West. Shout out to Kanye, the producer, rapper extraordinaire. I think he always was a much better producer than he was a rapper.
You
But I
mentioned
also think that he stayed in his lane. He is a rapper. He not an MC. And for that, I give him kudos. Because he knew where the fuck he was and how to make it the best for him. And everything that he put out been fire. But my favorite, Niggas in Paris. Them niggas was wilding on that shit. That beat was crazy.
No
that
doubt.
shit knocked. They fucked up a Maybach in the fucking video. Who does that? Who the fuck does it? I want to know where that shit is. I thought I heard something about them auctioning it off and somebody got that shit now. That shit is crazy.
Yo, Josie, what was the joint he did with Cameron?
Kanye and Cameron?
The joint, it was called Down or something like that.
Yeah, man, that's one of my favorite shit.
Yo, that joint bangs.
Down.
Yeah, that joint bang, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's one of my joints. And that's one of the joints that Cameron really spit on.
But our flow is the truest, the games and the nooses. Our girl is the models, they coochies the juices. Yeah, they say he. Yeah, they say he. Cause I'm back on my grind, money back on my mind. Yeah, and Killer Cam.
Yeah, the best out of Cameron on that
no
joint
doubt.
out of everything that I ever heard him spit.
No doubt.
That joint knocked. And he motherfucking ride that shit like a pony, like he on a fucking Mustang.
Yeah.
Man, that shit knock. That's one of my favorites. I'm glad you brought that up. I gotta go find that today. Shit, #3 for me is gotta be Havoc, man.
Sometimes I feel I gotta from these streets like a fiend for be pulling me back. It's real, got it going. Cause no matter the drama, the gossip, my heart is the hood. My dog I rock with. Before you get clapped with the tongue was too loose, have everybody on the corner going, holding their mouth, shot this. I have it just air that boy out.
My Mobb Deep catalog is deep. Again, I love everything he ever did. I can't think of nothing that he spit or produced that I didn't fuck with. So shout out to
spit
Havoc.
too. Yeah,
He
no
was
doubt.
probably the illest producer, rapper, or producer MC, excuse me, no disrespect, that I've ever heard. And for that, I got to give him kudos because he actually took it to a place where you will be sitting around trying to recite his bars. So I got to give you that, Havoc. 4 for me was Q-Tip. For me, Q-Tip always had an ear, man. He was like Shay. He always had a way to pull you into some shit that you didn't fuck with, that you didn't even know you needed. And the shit would be fire and become your shit. Now you looking for stuff just like with the Jazzmatazz or Guru or any of the fucking Tribe shit. Because of that, you kind of look for that mellow, jazzy sound after that. There was a whole movement that came behind them and followed in them footsteps. So we love that. We love that alternate set of hip hop that we could listen to, and it wasn't all about the bullshit. So shout out to Tip for that. My favorite Q-Tip joint though, Vibrant Thing.
Such a vibrant thing, a vibrant thing.
The chicks in that video. Oh, yeah, that's one of my joints.
No
the
doubt.
Motherfucking beat knock too. That's one of them joints you hear in the club, and you gotta go grab a chick and get on the floor because you finna get it in.
No doubt.
Last but not least, #5, and by no means do this mean you any less special in my heart, but Large Professor.
Extra P
also produced some of the illest shit in hip-hop.
Extra P did the beat and Kid
and I still to this day want them to produce some of these new niggas. They need your beats, Large Pro. They need you bad. So my favorite Large Pro joint is Looking at the Front Door.
We fight every night. Now that's not kosher. I reminisce with bliss of when we was closer and wake up to be greeted by an argument again. You act like a 10.
I'm looking at the front door.
No
Fuck
doubt.
that. We fight every night, and that's not kosher. I reminisce with bliss.
We was closer, right?
Yeah. And wake up to be greeted by an argument again. You act like a 10. No.
Yo, cousin, you remember when they screamed, "Ooh, he got an afro," but I got dough.
But I got dough.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Sorry
my
to
man
murder
right
your bars,
there.
man. It's been a while. I need to play that too.
No doubt.
So-
That's one of
No
those.
doubt. No doubt.
Kanye is a special dude on the beat. There is no ifs, ands, and buts about it. That's the reason why he was in my fever, man. I almost went in some instances with the Josie slash.
The monkey wrench.
Yeah, I almost went that route, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna keep it cool for the purposes of the show, man. But
A certain age.
Man,
Yeah,
of a certain
sir.
age. Matter of fact, like you, I need to. Was you finished? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh,
Finish your thought.
It's cool. Go
Like
on
you,
down.
I want to also give a shout out to motherfuckers that wasn't in the top 5 but get no less love.
Got to respect all these people because they put it down in their own way. And just because they weren't able to crack our top 5, like you said, it don't mean that we love them any less. Because the Chocolate
doubt.
Boy Wonder, booming like thunder.
Woo! Pete
So I
Rock, baby.
rock with you hard, B. So don't
No doubt.
twist it. Just because you ain't make the 5 don't mean that you ain't funky fresh.
And you definitely number 6.
Off the
Like,
bench.
all bullshit aside, you number 6. Like
He your
right
sixth
on the
man of the
line.
year. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Gentlemen, I'm gonna go opposite. I'm gonna go 5-1. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm gonna start on the West Coast
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
with number 5. We're gonna go with Dr. Dre, obviously.
Ah, my dude.
We're gonna start there. And I'm gonna
Cali
tell you,
Love.
man, this man is a super producer, not only hip hop, but he just produced everything, man. You know what I'm saying? But my favorite joint is one of his beats, but somebody else rhyming on it though.
That's
from
right.
the East Coast. That deep cover joint, man. With pun on the joint.
Pun and
Come
Joe
on,
Crack.
man. That joint is ridiculous, man.
Ready for war, Joe? How you wanna blow they spot? I know these dirty cops that'll get us in the free. So hop in your Hummer, the punish is ready. Meet me and Beatles with noodles, we do this do while he's slurping spaghetti. Everybody kiss the floor, Joe, we crack more if they move noodles. That dead in the middle of little did we know that every riddle to middleman who didn't do diddly. Here to be a cold.
You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Dre. Shout out to him making hip hop in the West Coast, on the West Coast, extremely popular with his creativity and his beats, and him bringing that funk era. It's like the G-funk era. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, I fuck with a couple of Dre joints, man.
Yeah, Dre just
he that sound where even if you didn't fuck with it, he pulling you in.
He's musically inclined though. You know what I'm saying? So he brought that along with the fact that he was a DJ also. So the combination of that made his music incredible. I'm gonna go with my cousin, the Abstract Poetic.
Shout out.
So my go-to joint for tip though is that butter joint. It's like butter, baby.
Like butter, baby.
Come on, man. That joint was fire. You know what I mean? My number 3 though, cousin already mentioned him, is that man Pete Rock.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? Pete Rock for the beat, you don't stop.
Man.
Come on, man.
Pete
Rock,
making beats
man.
that are sharper than cleats. That's
No
what Blast
doubt.
Pro said. You know what I'm saying?
Pete Rock was known to take a beat and just slow it down and throw some jazz in it to a point where you didn't wait. You like, wait a minute. What beat is that? What the hell? You know what beat that? Escapism beat.
Check it out, y'all. I'm sitting back, I got the funk on cruise while you snooze. P-Rock is steady paying his dues, putting styles on locks and making beats by the bundle. Scooping more props to Brian Gumble and staying humble. But there you go, you have to act that way. I just hit you off the other day, but this is sick, cause here you come with your crew with derelicts. Talking about you need a pair of kicks, or this or that.
It's ridiculous.
Man, that's my
Woo! That joint fire, man. And it's like he slowed down the Picking Boogers beat, like boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Because if you speed it up, it ain't nothing but Picking Boogers. You just load the joint up. Boom, boom. You gotta love Pete Rock, man.
Gotta love everything you do.
Pete Rock for the beat knock.
And you don't stop. Shout out to CL Smooth too, fam.
Shout out CL Smooth.
CL Smooth had the dopest fade in the history of fades.
Come on, man. Who blended that joint, man?
And his fade was sick. Yo,
He didn't go to Jamie, did he?
Somebody track down that barber. We want to interview his ass.
His blend was nice.
That perfect line and shit.
No doubt. My number 2, Zigzag Zigala in the place.
Oh,
the RZA, man. Come on, man. The Abbott, man.
The
Come
Abbott
on,
made
man.
the list.
Yo, when you hear somebody screaming, both hands crusty, chilling with my man Rusty.
Blew off
and
the
that beat
burner.
come in.
Blew off the burner. Kind of dusty.
Both hands crusty, chilling with my man Rusty, low down. Blew off the burner, kinda dusty. The world can't touch, goes purple tape. Ray co-host, Monkey Hall Expo, Intellect Direct Pro, Sun's trifling fuck, wildflower on the cycling. Picked up the broom, thought I was Michaelin. West Brighton Pool, now I'm into iron duels. Turn us the earth, Whoopi, she out of law school.
Come on, man, the burner is dusty.
Kind of done. It's been sitting for a while.
That beat come in that whoa, and then the joint just drop. Come on, man. That Shaolin with that beat and that combination of the kung fu and the hip hop together. Your man is a genius, man.
Shit was like a movie every time you listen to them shit.
He's a genius, man. And when you hear his beats and you involuntarily start moving back and forth and moving your hands like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the RZA, man. He got into your soul, man.
This
You know
shit
what I'm
just
saying?
took over your body.
No doubt. We down to my number 1 right here, man. Drum roll around here, man. I'm gonna tell you, your man right here. Before I give you my number 1, I'm gonna tell you who my favorite is of all time. My man DJ Shay.
Let's go. Let's go. You know what this is? The butcher coming, nigga. Hey, look, we don't do no price talk, cause I already know they numbers. Plus, me and your old connect was tighter than them Dolce runners. First time I ever cooked the deuce, I got a 4-way from it. Stabbed it in a pot so many times, they think OJ done it. If me and Push would've linked back when I was a dealer, that's it.
Yes, sir.
Favorite producer of all time. Rest in peace, DJ Shay. You know what I'm saying?
DJ Shay, lie low, baby.
Shay, come on, man. Rest in peace, DJ Shay. Number 1. Y'all already know who it is. It's that Primo, baby.
You gotta cut that in too.
Come on, man. My go-to beat though was it was a struggle for me because that Nas is new, but that Mass Appeal bangs hard. That Mass Appeal make you lean back in your wheel.
No way you'll never make it. Come with the weak I break it. Step into my zone, mad rhymes will stifle ya. Lines like rifles go blast when I kick some. A lot of rappers be like one-time wonders. Couldn't say a fly rhyme if there was one right under their noses.
You looking at boys like, yo, you don't know nothing about this.
With your hoodie up and shit.
You don't know nothing.
Go with your...
man. You don't know nothing about this, man. Come on, man.
It's hoodie season.
Come on, man. You don't know nothing about this. I don't care what you're driving. It can be a yellow Chevette. If you got that joint in there, come on, man. Primo, man.
Yes, sir.
We pretty much
greater than all Emcees.
Yeah, but them beats, man. Whew, made his voice. It was the voice. Guru's voice with those beats. Man, ridiculous. And Fro said earlier, Primo got beats with MC8. He got beats with people from the South, North, East, West. If you ain't have a Primo beat on your job,
if you in hip hop and you got a Primo beat, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Come on, man. Something wrong with you, man.
Word.
Yo,
what the motherfucker told MC Hammer back in the day? You ain't hitting in New York, you know.
Hammer, you ain't hitting in New York.
You ain't got no Primo joint. You ain't hitting in New York.
Come on, man.
You can't get in New York without Primo.
We all work in the same office at one time. And when we got a nice little deal, a nice sale, all we heard in the background was, whoom, whoom. Brothers was getting their twig on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nice and smooth. Hey, 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 hey. A gangsta has got to be the short shot. Nice and smooth has got to be the short shot. A
brings you back to places where you were in your life. When you hear that beat, you like, man, I remember
that beat specifically.
That Dwick is crazy.
One of them joints could drop in any year, and that shit gonna knock.
That Dwick was crazy, fam.
That Dwick, man, was ridiculous, man.
Crazy, yo.
Come back.
At a certain age, man, we're gonna start reviewing albums, classic albums, and breaking them down and tell y'all where we were in those particular times, in those years, where we were in our lives, you know, what we might have been going through. But yeah, man.
Disclaimer, my timeline might be off, man. I smoke too much.
Yeah, we're gonna hold your ass accountable for the shit you say.
I corrected, it's cool.
We gonna hear bullshitting. We ain't editing it out. We just gonna let it know that's some
play it back
type shit.
There you go. There you go.
Know what I'm saying?
Jar my memory, man. Y'all was there.
Josie was in chronological order today. We appreciate that.
Way to go. Way to go. But
on one hand, Josie, on one hand, that's all you need, the 5.
That's it.
And there's a lot of producers that we didn't mention.
Yeah, we didn't.
Hit Boy, who's probably the hottest producer in hip hop right now. Shout to him for Just Blaze, all of those guys.
Timbo.
Just Blaze just did a lot of new production for De La Soul's next album that's going to be coming out.
Come out. Yeah.
Word. Shout out to Timberland too, no doubt. Shout out to Timbo, no doubt.
And that's another one. Timberland and Pharrell. Both of those guys. Pharrell.
You know what I mean? For real. Now that nigga named Pharrell.
Yeah, man. Dwayne Pharrell.
Especially when he got the hats on.
You know what I'm saying? I wanted to keep it strictly hip hop. Not to say that they don't have bangers that's strictly hip hop. But those guys are definitely within my top 10, period. Timberland, Pharrell. Shout out to motherfucking Teddy Riley. You know what I mean? There's so many.
Jam.
Easy Mo B.
Yes.
Yeah, no doubt.
There's so many that we forget.
Okay.
I'm not hip. But see, this was my list. I had 17 of them. I had Primo, I had Marley, I had Q-Tip, I had Large Pro, Pete Rock, Jay Dilla, RZA, Prince Paul, E. Sherman, Kanye.
Ooh, E. Sherman. Oh my God.
Pharrell, Diamond D, Showbiz, Swiss Beats, Just Blaze, Havoc. I had a list of 17. And that was the 17 that I wrote down right there off the top of my dome.
I might have to call an audible since you said that. I don't know, man. Fucking E. Sherman just skipped a whole bunch of niggas on my line when you said that.
Wow.
Word.
E. Sherman was fire.
So who you editing out your 5 then? Since you're gonna put it out here.
I think Large Pro, man.
You gonna take Large Pro off your list?
Large Pro still in the 10, but he got to go further down. I think I got to put E. Sherman in my 5. Word.
Next up, yo, I believe that's me. Yo, get on the mic and rock the synth. Yo, P, time to rock. The sound I got, it rings hot, make your neck snap back like a slingshot. Hustle and muscle my way in, then tussle for days in on my own with blazing. Not for the fun of it, just for those who want me to run it. Then leave them like who done it, sucker duck. I do what I feel right now when I spit the illest. Cats be like, wow, yo, I get looks when I'm in the place. That's that making you smile with Scarface. It ain't my fault that my style's sick enough to shock ya. Hit you with the 5th blocker.
Yeah, E. Sherman got beats, man. E. Sherman's nice with the beats.
Sherman.
He know how to mix that old R&B.
Yeah, but them some of my favorites.
Yeah, them joints is fire, man.
So you bump an extra P for E. Sherman.
For E. Sherman, yes. Calling the audible.
Call the audible.
P, you still in my top 10, man. I love you. But just did something for me, man. He reminded me that I was wrong as hell, and I need to correct that.
Josie, a bracket buster.
Right,
man.
He an Indian
giver.
What I said. Call me the Indian giver. That's this.
The Indian giver, yeah, no doubt.
Love is love, man.
Love
Whether
is
it's
love,
5 of the top 5 or the top 10, love is love. He there.
A lot of producers are out. You know.
It's still my lyrics like hubcaps.
Eating like stacks of flapjacks.
And I get busy over unknown traps. While the next man flaps his lips like parquet.
My favorite line is, with the he say get the clothes off the rack, but not the Van Grack.
Freshly lift off the rack, but not the Van Grack.
That shit out of here.
I like to hang with my friends. To get
bro,
baby. Copyists. So I'm Corona bound to check you, aka Dr. Butcher, and what's going down. And Joe with the Jetta enables us to get around town. He's a clown. Other than that, I'm with Joe. Burgles, watching old Black Caesar flick for kicks. Jump in the wagon.
Make sure y'all share, comment, and subscribe. Let us know how y'all feel about this beat and what Large Professor mean to you.
No doubt.
All right, come on. Go ahead, do it, P.
Remember them bitches used to do that at the parties?
Yeah.
Yo, I'm just hanging out. Come on, man. Ooh, he took extra.
What did Extra P say? I'm from the projects, the PJs.
Fuck them two DJs.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
P, man. Extra P in the building. You
That's
know
the
what I mean?
lyric. They didn't even the beat. You know what I'm saying? All right. So you said E. Sherman is your number 5. P, you making any subs?
Good. I'm gonna stick with mine. Fam. You know what I'm saying? Because if I start moving stuff around, it's gonna get messy.
Might change the whole list.
It's gonna get messy around here, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I got Havoc lingering at 6. You know what I'm saying? He might have to bump somebody off, so I'm gonna just leave it alone. You know what I mean?
Yep. I do know exactly what you mean, fam. It's like I told y'all, it was harder for me to do the top 5 producers than it was the MCs. The MCs, I could rattle them off like right off the top of my head. But for the producers, that took some thought.
No doubt.